Hello Tracey, hello Sanjib, how are you doing today?
We're good, thank you
Doing
very
great.
much.
So we're at day 2, Money 2020 Europe, which is arguably one of the largest fintech events. So congratulations first of all to putting together another amazing event. Have a great things and feedback from the floor. Could you please, for people who are not aware of your events, which I doubt highly, could you please give us a helicopter view of this 2019 edition? Please,
Of the
Tracey.
Europe one or overall?
Europe maybe to start
Okay.
with, and then worldwide.
Okay, so Money 2020 are events that bring the ecosystem of money together, pretty simply. We do that here in quite big style in Europe, but we do it around the world, Asia, China, and Las
US.
Vegas, USA.
From a content standpoint, I mean, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, so I think that there's so much happening in Europe, and we definitely need to cover that. And so we've got top speakers from both the established companies as well as the startups. Additionally, there's so much happening, as Tracey mentioned, worldwide. So we try to get some of that thinking into Europe as well too. So it's sort of a two-way, multi-party conversation.
Global, local.
Yeah.
On the global level, indeed, yes. So we met initially in Singapore, like a few months back, and we missed each other. That's why I was so keen, actually, to do the interview today. And I think it's fascinating to have the events, of course, which gather people, which is very important, and the app, which is very useful, by the way, and also manage to extend that, augment it all year long with good content, with good thought leadership, and being one of those entities managing to bring the ecosystem together. So again, thank you both for that. There's a lot of things happening in Europe, so in Amsterdam at your event. What is the most exciting thing or initiative this year in Europe, according to you, Tracey?
I just don't think you can pick one thing. I'm sorry. Look, we've got 350 speakers, more than 350 speakers, 6 stages,
Yes.
2 massive evening events. I think there's something like 10 incredible lounges across the floor, people connecting, hundreds and hundreds of meetings taking place through the app. It's really hard to sort of pick standout things. But I think, the keynote stage, our main stage, there's always really exciting things. I think there was a lot of interest in SoftBank yesterday, and Akshay and the Vision Fund. Talking about that global local, I think everyone was really interested in Air Wallets.
Yes.
Here's an interesting business, become a unicorn in 3 years. I mean, we're sitting here now, you're holding me from watching the main stage. While I've been sitting here, I've missed Lindsay Argalis from Santander talking about innovation, which we'll watch it back. But delighted to be here doing this. But I think, that's really interesting about how an incumbent business is really very innovative in what they're doing. Patrick Collinson this afternoon. So for me, we've got Amazon talking about connected commerce and voice. I can't pick, so I'll just tell you about all of them.
Of course, and it's great to see the passion as well and the excitement, even with someone like you who's been so involved in the ecosystem for so long, in a good way.
Yeah, well, I think
so
we get really
still
excited.
getting that exactly.
Yeah, the whole team get really excited about it. And remember, many of my team came out of the industry, so they know the industry really well.
Yes.
And we genuinely get really excited about putting on the events. What I always say is that money is serious, of course it is, but you can have fun. And so we genuinely get really excited about it, and it's an exciting industry.
It is. The last question, because I know you're very busy, so Europe's going on very well now. Next, US or Las Vegas, further down the road this year. Sanjib, any insights in terms of content maybe around the event?
Sure, absolutely. So I think it's similar to what's happening here in terms of Las Vegas. We've got some amazing speakers. So we have, for example, Charles Schwab. Someone who completely redefined how personal investing happens, and having his long-term view, I think, is tremendous. Additionally, we'll have Carlos Torres de la Villa, CEO of BBVA, and I think that sort of brings that global context to the U.S. Additionally, for example, Will Gabrick from Stripe. So that's another company that has completely changed how the industry looks at payments, and so I think having all of these different perspectives, focused on the way that people pay, the way that people save, the way that people protect their money. I think that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's going to be there in Vegas.
So the scale is going to be even like in the US. It's like arguably again one of the largest events in terms of size, in terms of delegates and exhibitors.
But it's 8 years old. You know, we've been there since 2012. It has to raise the bar every year.
Of course.
It's always about new innovation because innovation and the new things come through. And we've got Plaid speaking. There's a lot of interest in Plaid as a business. So it's always about what the incumbents and what they're doing, but we are about finding the new innovators and mavericks and getting them on the stage too, and getting that melting pot, alchemy, like our theme here.
And a few closing remarks from where I stand. So I interviewed quite a lot of people yesterday. All of them said great event for, of course, networking, but also gathering insights. And in terms of product roadmap, potentially hearing competitors, hearing people from the market, speakers, bankers. So I think everybody is very happy to invest the money here in Europe and potentially as well, depending on geography, in the US and in Asia, so Singapore and China. That's one thing. And second thing, again, we're very proud to be media partner, and we worked a lot on social media and in terms of interviews, so hopefully you'll find it helpful and insightful as well. Thank you so much both for your time.
Thank you.
And now I'll leave you to go back
and watch
exactly watch the great speech is there. So thank you so much,
Thank you very
Tracey.
much.
Thank you, Sanjib.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.